So I wanted to check out the story of the Moors in Spain by Stanley Lane Poole. So I want to show you something. All right, we'll go right here. It says the quiet flow of the Guadalquivir, forgive me for that, was a constant delight into the inhabitants, for the Eastern and the Moors of Spain were Easterners in everything but longitude, right? The East is basically Africa, right? Loved nothing better than a view of over a rippling stream. It was spanned by a noble bridge of 17 arches, which still testifies to the engineering power of the Arabs, from black people, right? The whole city was full of noble buildings, among which were counted more than 50,000 houses of aristocracy and official classes, more than 100,000 dwellings for the common people, 700 mosques, 900 public baths. The last were an important feature in all Muslim towns, for the Mohammadans, cleanliness is next to godliness. And so you see, as black folks, we already had whole cities with noble buildings. We had 50,000 houses before enslavement and official classes. More than 100,000 dwellings for common people before we were enslaved. 700 mosques before we got enslaved. 900 public baths before we were enslaved, right? And then he said, you know, he could say something about Moors, right? The Mohammedans' cleanness is next to godliness. So we look at being clean as a way of being closer to God. So that's what we say. He said, wow, medieval Christians. So when you think Christian, you think, oh, I'm a black person, I'm a Christian. No, he's talking about Europeans, right? Medieval Europeans forbade, let's go what he say, forbade washing. Hold on, let's slow down for you. Let's get to this thing. Forbade washing, we up here, as a heathen custom. And the monks and nuns boasted of their filthiness, insomuch that a lady saint recorded with pride the fact that up to the age of 60, she never washed any part of her body except the tips of her fingers when she was going to take the mass. While dirt was the characteristic of European sanctity, they got Christian, but he really saying European sanctity, the Muslims, we talking about black folks, were careful in the most minute particulars of cleanliness, and dared not to approach their God until the bodies were purified. When Spain had at last been restored to the Christian rulers, Philip, right? You see what he's saying? The husband of our English Queen Mary ordered the destruction of all public baths on the grounds that they were relics of infidelity. And so, as you can see, we think about plantations and stuff like that. White folks forbade washing as a heathen custom in medieval Europe, basically mostly off of religious ideology. And the monks, nuns boasted of their filthiness. Insomuch that a lady saint recorded with pride the fact that up to the age of 60, she had never washed any part of her body except the tips of her fingers when she was going to take mass. While the dirt was the characteristic of European sanctity, the Muslims were particular in their cleanliness. The Moslems, right? I fought the Moslems. So just to show you that, look, then they say what? They destroyed all the public baths on the ground. They were relics of infidelity. So here you're talking about medieval Europe fighting against baths. So I just wanted you to check that out. This dope book by Stanley Lane Poole, The Story of the Moors, the story of the black folks in Spain. Okay? Check it out. Peace.